Okay, so when I first fought this boss, I honestly did not expect this to see. And this was basically the first time I ever saw the monster. It wasn't my urgent at the time, but still impressive. So looking around and boom! That is the big terror. That is the monster that tore down a fortress and left like nothing had happened. So it was not what I was expecting. At the time I was playing more of the gunner role, so I figured I'd play it safe just in case. Don't want everyone going as a melee class. Taking all the bullets, so I have them spare. And I was still playing with Valor style just in case something decided to come and crush me, because I had no idea what to expect from this thing. Like, it's tiny, so I expected it to be kind of like a speedy kind of guy. Now, yeah, I was going to try to cheer everyone on. Because first time I've ever fought this thing. And I will be beating a lot for this episode, so pardon that. And oh, he was a bit closer than I expected. And that music. Oh, and apparently this bug can roar! Like, how do bugs roar at you? So now I started seeing like what this boss was slightly about. When I see it carry a giant piece of iron on its back, like, wow, did not expect that. Oh, it looks like he was kind of a bit annoyed at me. And then this kind of confused me. Like, it looks like a mantis, but it can use threading like a spider. So I was honestly confused for a little bit, but I was still shooting it. Oh. And apparently it can get tangled up its own web. Now everything's going normal. Doesn't seem too hard, considering this guy seems to be like a mid-range fighter, so someone who's ranged like me would have no trouble fighting it, unless it does something really unpredictable. And everyone else seems to be doing fine, generally. More red, kind of similar to the Skiller in a way. And then it was moving, so I figured, hold on, it must be doing something special. So there's a chance to grab something, but it threw a concrete divider. Not sure what I call it. Oh, wait, concrete. There. Point is, then it starts doing this, and then I start understanding why they said it was like a giant mecha dragon. And I was just confused at this point, so I was just trying to see, what is it trying to do? And then I saw it, and I'm like going, but my mind was basically blown right now, and I had no idea what to expect. Should I shoot it at the glowing orange point? Is there anything specific about it? And then it pretty much just does this. And I'm thinking, like, how do you fight this thing? Like, you fight giant dragons and stuff, like warships and battles and stuff. This, there just wasn't anything around. I mean, there was a ballista around, but I didn't feel like, I was just unsure. And then it started doing this, and I was like, okay, it missed, and then shockwave. Just comes out of nowhere. I see the red points, but I didn't think I was going to get there in time, so... Oh, no, I actually didn't decide to go for it. It's been a while since I played this, so... Oh, and I tried to shoot again on it, but looks like something happened. So I figured, shoot it in the head, that must be a sweet spot. Using up all the crack shots I had, plus the shots I had, not really feeling like I did a whole lot. And honestly confused at like what the others were doing at the time. So I figured just keep attacking it and something might happen. I did think to try poison, then I realised it's made of metal, plus I'm attacking like a skeleton-like body or something? I'm not sure how to put it. So I didn't think poison was going to do anything. So I walk in and I'm like, oh wait, you can mine this thing? And I guess it kind of made sense considering the thing is like made out of everything that Monster Hunter people have left. Anyway, bombs away. And those like cocoons obviously appear to be the weak spots. Which is kind of obvious, but still. Yeah, I'm glad that didn't crush me. And then it just started like doing more things. And then I was like, what? Something a trap on this thing, and it just turned out it was a supply drop. But still, look at this thing. I mean, I'm not focusing 100% on it, but still. my inventory getting full was not helpful, considering. So I figured, get rid of the rations. But yeah. This was just, wow. And I was just trying to see, like, can I climb up this thing? No. Yes. Oh, and it got crushed there. But yeah, this boss fight was just really weird. Like, this is the first... God, stop repeating yourself, Scott. Point is, I had no idea what I was doing for the most part, so I was just trying to see, like, what can I do with this thing? Where's his weak spots? Oh, and as soon as I get on the tail, he just gets kicked off, and then his whole body falls apart. And now he's back to his little mini form. And part of me is thinking, like, can I mount this thing? I mean, it's tiny enough to be able to. And obviously, this guy, when he's in this form, he seems to rely on stuff that is just single stuff around him at a time. If you actually look around the field, you can see that literally everything is like covered in golden thread. And then, he just, out of nowhere, this guy just picks up a Dragonator spear. And he just shoves it at people like a javelin. I mean, wow. Already this boss fight is unique in its own right. Oh! And he decides to chuck it at me. Just thankfully not killing me, like most Dragonators pieces would. But still. And then he even picks up more Dragonator spears and chucks it at people. But yeah, it's just this. I honestly think this boss might as well be called the Puppeteer, because he essentially is like controlling everything. And damage-wise, he can definitely give most Elder Dragons a run for the money. In fact, is this thing even classified as an Elder Dragon? I mean, it's too strong to like be counted in the same category as like Self Queen. But at the same time, you can't call it a dragon because it's not a dragon. Nothing about this is draconic at all. Except maybe the Master Dragon body. This run I was going with the Barrios heavy bowgun because I figured I might as well go for something with a lot of power. And obviously focus on the explosives. And oh god, I want more stuff and I still haven't got the inventory space for it. Again, first time buying it, I honestly had no idea what to expect. So that's why I have like cool drinks and stuff on me at the time. And I mean, just look at that. Like, can other bosses do that? I mean, you've got things that can summon lightning, control fire, make volcanoes explode and all that stuff. But this was just so different compared to it. Oh no, I was a bit in trouble here. It's this guy's, I don't know if it's say this guy's quite nimble, but it's definitely not slow. And he has the raw power behind every one of his hits. And now we're back to the big fight, in a big fight again. So essentially this thing uses, basically just uses material as an armor. Basically kind of like the intimidation method, like moth, that moths do when they make themselves seem bigger or disguise themselves as something else. I mean, in a way, that kind of makes it seem like this thing's supposed to be weak. But we can see that it's clearly not weak, even on its own. I don't know, would other Wyverns go after this thing if it was just in its normal state? Or would they realise, like, oh god, that thing is deadly, stay away from it? Anyway, the way I saw it at the end is attack the glowing parts, because clearly that's how this guy's controlling it. He's using its strength throughout the whole thing's body, so it can control this mecha marvel, as it were. I will say, I was expecting a mecha dragon when I saw the picture of this thing for the first time. And even a normal books are clearly bouncing off this thing. And unfortunately using maybe crank shots was not the best idea at this range. And I still do it! It's getting a little bit further away this time. And somehow I do not fall off of that. Okay, you passed me, do something smart. And yeah, this is pre-recorded. Obviously. I'm still trying to hit that glowy orb right there, but I can't actually tell if I was damaging it. I mean, by the looks of it, I still keep trying, but even that guy seems to try it as well, but we're not really sure if it was working or not. Oh, something happened there, but it wasn't quite what I was expecting. Still. Looking back at it now, I can't help but feel we're riding like a giant Trojan horse or something. And that giant tail. It's almost like if you combined a Trojan horse with like a scorpion or something. And then, like most bugs, it has the ability to use kind of, I don't know, pheromones to cause defense down, which honestly got me a bit worried for a second there, so I decided to see if I could grab more supplies. Or just heal up and stay the hell away from it. Honestly, I cannot tell from my perspective from actually hitting the thing. And now it's just kind of moved to a different state where it's actually using its regimental to try and enclose us. Like, if that central area right there is obviously where the, oh god, how do you pronounce this thing's name? Ahtal maybe? The Ahtal is obviously hiding. Still, I'm not sure if this thing is even weaker or stronger with the armor on. I mean, it's definitely more intimidating when it's huge like that. And at this point, I noticed that there was a Dragonator on the wall. I'm thinking, like, come on, guys, get over here! Let's impale it! And clearly, this does not happen. So I figure, go up top and just help him out. I think we all pretty much had the same idea at this point. So I wasn't too sure where I was going. I was thinking, like, do I shoot that thing? How do I get around it? And obviously at this point you can actually go behind the giant wheel. And obviously I was still trying to get cards off it, but at the time it wasn't quite working. And I can't tell if I got hit by the tail or I got hit by the one of my teammates. And I'm like, no, stay back. And even my perspective is unfortunately a bit blurred by the giant wheel. The thing's fallen down again. I was wondering, can I get Dragonating him? But looked way too far away at the time. So instead I decide, there's something different up the tail. But looking at it now, actually wait, never mind, I got stuck there because of the hitbox of the arena. So I think I just started shooting at the leg with pellet shots. And clearly realising that's not really going to do anything. Oh, but something broke there. Oh, and one shot and it just breaks apart and it's like, oh snap, he's very pissed off. And he drops a load of shiny things too. And I like how he decides, oh, I'm going serious, I'm just going to take this one wheel. Using up the last few of my crag shots and the thing just slowly walks towards me. I'm thinking like, should I be running? Oh, maybe I can Dragonate him. And I'm thinking like, nah. Oh, no, wait, never mind. He's gummed over. Oh my god. Giant wheel coming towards me. And all I can think is Yo-Yo Mantis. This is how a boss fights. He throws yo-yos at people. And there's like all these webbings around it. Thinking like, is that dangerous? Should I ignore it? Oh, I think at least in my first run I just didn't care. And then he just decides, 3 Dragonator features. Alright, spinning around, what do I expect? Oh, it's going in a circle. Stay far away from it. And unfortunately I didn't realise that that last one was right there. Now, I think I was going to go after him, or I was going to go after the shiny drops. I can't really tell. Oh, no, I'm going after the shiny drops. I know, I thought he was coming after me, but no, he's not. But I like how this form apparently is more deadly than the giant version. And I'm guessing when he hits the golden threads, it drops like little traps. Well, you can see those rocks falling in this kind of stuff. Apparently made of wheels and spears. God, what's this guy's obsession with wheels? And unfortunately that kind of didn't get the perfect range, but close enough. Come on guys, we were almost finished, I was thinking. As I start using up all the remaining of my slow ammo. Only to go to the one thing, I'm like, oh! And funny enough, I'm surprised that we did not die in this round, because I think most of the members I was playing with at the time were only rank 12, so they've never fought this thing, I think. And they pretty much guessed what they need to do instantly. Obviously though, no one can predict the Twin Dragonator spin! But this time I knew what to expect. And I'm just glad none of those... Okay, I did predict the Dragonator thing, but... Oh, messed up the timing on that. And that was it! The first time I'd ever fought this boss, and we actually did it without any deaths. So GG people. The wreckage of the world seems to like fall apart as sunlight returns. Because apparently a single golden insect is deadly enough to block out the sky. And my usual thing. So now we take our spoils of war from this once fought mecha dragon and instead turned out to be a golden spider mantis. Yeah, that works. A golden spider mantis. And I still had too much inventory space. I don't think I got anything shiny for this, so don't expect much. Anyway, we got the spoils of victory, and it was actually a really great match. After this, however, I kind of tried to get some people to help me out with my urgent, and let's just say the team I ended up with on that basically died every time. Sad but true, but hey. I got there in the end, and the next video that's coming on now is essentially from when I did my urgent and actually succeeded.